Titus's ministry was in the context of an unkind culture. Meanness had become normalized in society. And he wants to make sure that the Church of Jesus Christ brings kindness to the culture. He roots the doctrine of kindness in theology because he says in chapter 3, verse 4, that we are to model the kindness of our God and Savior. So the kindness shown to us ought to be the kindness that we display in a culture of meanness. In a culture that undermines dignity, undermines order, undermines structure, undermines unity, and just in many respects cared little about the well-being of life. There was to be this movement of kindness. This movement of kindness in the culture was not just to be kind talk, although it included that, but it was supposed to also be kind walk. That's why you see a number of times the phrase good deeds, good works. A good deed for a Christian is not merely a good thing, it is a good thing attached to God that benefits the well-being of people. He says, I want the church to be known for its good deeds, that the kindness demonstrated and articulated in the broader society lets people see how kind our God is and has been to us. That this doctrine of kindness, often not viewed as a doctrine, but it is, ought to be normalized for the church so that the culture can see something different working in its midst. It can see what it looks like when people care about other people, what it looks like when people help other people, when the poor, the oppressed, or the disenfranchised, the orphan and the widow are helped because we bleed kindness. We look for opportunities to be kind. Certainly within the family of God, we should be kind to one another, but also in the culture. They should see and feel the fact that we care, that we care about the vitriol, we care about bad political discourse, we care about hatred and crime and racism and culturalism and classism and all the other isms that we should demonstrate ought to be wasms because of how we function with the kindness of God demonstrated through the kindness of his people. But it's hard to be kind to others if you don't even allow God to be kind to you. And that's why our point of reference has to always go back to the cross. Because in the kindness of God, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. It doesn't get kinder than that. That when we were estranged from God, away from God, he loved us enough to reach out to us in our rebellion and offer the free gift of salvation. The reason why we're often not kind is we lose sight of the root of kindness. So we don't demonstrate the fruit of kindness. But when we understand that this is our testimony, not just our talk, but our walk, demonstrated through kindness, then the church is being and doing what it was called to be and do for the glory of God and also for the good of humanity.